Order.
Yay.
Pledge allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call members, please.
Chairperson Gary Ross,
Here.
Vice Chairperson Shelley Smelsley,
Here.
Lauren Smothers, not, John Carroll. Here. Mark Buckeye,
Here.
Barbara Bosler Peterson,
Here.
Samir Zagay,
Present.
Amy Dunn. We have a quorum.
Approval of the agenda.
Make motion to approve the agenda.
Have a motion
I second.
and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Approval of the minutes, September 22nd, 2025.
I'll make a motion to approve them. I read them at home.
You read them? I second.
Have a motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Public Works report.
All right, so the past month, we pressure washed the Valley Springs playgrounds, bathroom, and there's a little back shed in the back property. Finally power washed that. It was looking pretty bad. We had the Chamber of Commerce work day, which took place, which we focused on Valley Springs. You can't tell now that we did anything with, the storms and stuff. It's beat all the walnuts and acorns and leaves out of the trees, so. We had problems with the GFCIs at the big pavilion. We did go through and replaced all of them. There was 8 coming off the panel, went ahead and replaced them all. The new pond fountain installation has begun. We got it trenched. I got my electrical poles set, so it's just a matter of it drying up where I can get in there and run my conduit down to the water and everything for
Been a while since you was able to say that.
Yeah, true. We got park benches that were delivered. I guess we need locations on those.
2 of them, right?
2 of them, yes. We'll get those put together probably Wednesday while it's raining, and they'll just be in the park house ready to wherever you guys want to put them at, so. We set up the lights and delivered the supplies for the pumpkin glow this past Friday. Hopefully that went good.
Really well.
Yep. Good deal. We're waiting for the tree to be taken down at Pinkley Park. We will be cutting it up and hauling it off ourselves to keep the cost down. So it's just a matter of the contractor that we got to come cut it down. We need input on colors for the pavilions. Me and Gary talked. We thought maybe this was already decided at some point. I kind of think we need to maybe match the colors of the new bathroom. The lighter brown and the darker brown, kind of use those 2 throughout. So
That's what I would do.
and then black picnic tables and black trash cans with those colors, I think would look pretty good. We cut down and ground up several stumps throughout the parks. We rented a stump grinder a few weeks back and went through and did 90% of the stumps. We got a few that are a little questionable, like Pinkley Park, or not Pinkley, Valley Springs. There's that one that's in the middle of the fence. Like they put the fence up to it. That may be a little tricky to get out of there without damaging the fence or
That's probably better off just letting it rot.
just letting it rot. That's kind of where we were at with it. There was a toddler swing at Pear Marquette that was kind of up from the soccer fields. We had to take that down and put a regular swing down. Our new insurance does not allow a toddler swing to be
Amongst them.
amongst the rest of the regular swings. So we'll maybe buy a new frame and put it somewhere else. That's something we can talk about.
Is there one at Valley Spring too?
There is one. It's not like that toddler swing. It's one of the ones where it's the little basket where you can face them either way,
Oh, the impression swing. Okay.
which Corey was going to check if we need to replace that with a regular swing, if that's allowed. I'm not sure.
So why are we not allowed to have toddler swing?
You can have it, but it has to be by itself.
Next to,
A
regular.
regular swing.
Yeah, if you got a toddler in there, then you got somebody that's all swinging sideways or could get kicked or
So
something.
we could get a new frame to put.
A new frame. Yeah, we kept everything, so it's just a matter of getting a new frame set and
Okay.
putting the toddler swing up.
So that's something we need to vote on to,
Yeah,
okay,
and I
circle back.
get some prices on what one of those frames would cost. We got one right at the corner there of Matthews. When you make the turn,
Yeah, kind of.
that's a standalone
Yeah.
one. It'd be something like that is what we need. I need to know the date the porta potty at Pinkley Park will be picked up. Are we,
Kind of play that by ear.
okay, well, I have it bolted down because it
Yeah.
got tipped over so much. So I need to know in advance so I
Yeah.
can unbolt it for Chad. So
They usually give me the right to make the call, so whenever we do that, I'll just
Okay.
give you a call.
yep, just let me know so I'll run down there, unbolt it. And then we will be planting a tree in Pinkley Park to replace the cottonwood that is being cut down. So we'll be planting trees all day tomorrow throughout downtown. So I guess I need a location on where we want the tree at Pinkley at some point. John, that has your name in it.
I'd be happy to go out and look at it with you if it's helpful.
No, this we're taking out.
I know we got 17 trees. I'll have to look at the map of what's going where, so I don't know if it's either a eastern redbud or it's gonna be
There should be one oak that goes in pink.
oh, there is an oak. Okay.
Should be one.
Okay. They went and picked them up today. I didn't actually go through them though, so, okay. So it'd be
Right, we wanted a big tree because
So-
cottonwoods are big.
like a black oak or something, or
Or white oak.
I don't know what they picked up, but I'll look tomorrow. We'll be going through them, so. Other than that, that's all I got. Do we have any questions on anything?
It's actually for Gary. Gary, he indicated that he needed input on the color. Do we need to vote on that?
I thought we already
I
did.
thought we did too. I thought we was gonna go
We
with
was
the
gonna go
colors.
with the
like
two-tone
Jeff said.
brown, and I think in the one there also something that had a green option in it too, like a forest green.
One of the options with the bathroom had the gray in it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe,
one of
yeah.
the- Yeah.
But I know we talked about the two-tone brown, that's why we went with them benches like we did.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Is that what you need?
I thought we
Yeah,
decided
we
that
did.
in the past.
We did.
I would just like starting to get the paint and everything bought, so then whenever we got good weeks where we can get on, our winters have been here past few years, you get weeks where beautiful outside. So we could be knocking out some of that stuff, so. All right, anything else from anybody?
Did the pine tree ever come down in the park?
No, that's on our list too. Now it's a little soggy, but once it dries up a bit,
And I
it's
think,
definitely coming down this winter.
there's several light bulbs out in the big pavilion,
Oh, under the,
the yellow ones underneath.
okay. Yeah, I'll have to come early in the morning and see which ones are out, or cover the eye and figure out which ones are out. So,
Do you have the same number of employees helping you now as you did over the summer? Since mowing is no longer a big portion of your time?
yeah, nope, it's just me and one other guy. So,
Okay.
but, I mean, if we got bigger projects, street department that comes and helps. So, I mean, it's the same as me working on a water leak. If we got a water leak and they need my, I jump over there and I help them with that. So
Okay.
we work pretty well as a team, but during the summer months, it gets a little tight, especially with all of our road projects and everything else going on. So,
When's a good time for you to look at the Pinkley Park trees? Whatever trees you want to look at.
you still have my number?
Yes,
I know we text back and forth there.
I hope so.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I still have your number. I
Well,
mean, tomorrow I can run down there if you want to run down.
tomorrow's good for me except around lunchtime.
Okay.
Lunch nap time?
Well,
Well, if you can give me a general time in the morning, I get to work at 7, so, I mean, I can run down there anytime.
10 o'clock, Pinkley,
Yeah, we can do that.
see you there.
Okay, sounds good. Anything else? All righty.
Thank you, that was great.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks for getting everything down there Friday for us.
Oh, not a problem. Glad it's success.
Have a good one.
You too.
Old business, master plan, committee reports, fundraising committee.
Okay, so, Lauren and I and Shelley met, and we decided that it would be easier to start all over with a new organization to help with fundraising. So it is now called, and I gave you everybody the bylaws, and we've got our, it's called the St. Genevieve Friends of the City Parks. We have our Missouri State Incorporation Certificate. We also have our federal employee number now. I need to get a hold of, because I don't know if we're going to need, I'm going to get a hold of Sandra again and see about, do we want to do the 501c3, which is like $300 and some odd dollars. And that's something that I have to talk to Sandra about and see, because they're 501c3, because the plan is to, any fundraising we do with the parks goes into the community foundation, into our pot with the community foundation. And they do whatever investing they have to do with it. And then, as you can see in the bylaws, it's this board that is the only ones authorized to spend any money out of that fund. So I'm still working with her. I have a few more questions. We do have an email address now, and it is St. Gen Friends of the Park, the City Park. I believe that's.
Saint spelled out?
No, because I wanted it the whole name, but it was too many letters.
Is it ST period or just?
No, STEGEN, Friends of the City Park, @gmail.com.
Of the city park or city parks?
City Parks.
With an S, okay.
And so we have that
At Gmail, you said?
@gmail.com. And so we've been working on this. Last week we kind of put a hold on our Christmas. Well, I've gotten one organization to put something in the park. But we kind of put a hold on the hayride and stuff, waiting to hear what the insurance, because there was a question about insurance if we went ahead with the hayride and that. And so we kind of put a hold till we find out what's the deal on the insurance.
I haven't spoke with Barbara since I heard your voice.
So hay rides are covered,
Okay,
but it needs to be, an operable licensed vehicle pulling them. And we need to inspect, I don't know what trailer we're using, licensed trailer. Does it have rails on it? Are we going to provide steps? Are we going to load people on a flat area?
We loaded right out in front and we just used the ramp that folds down.
Okay.
It's brand new trailer.
Okay. So if the vehicles are in good shape, hay rides are covered.
okay.
We just need someone I assume there's someone there. Is someone on the trailer and someone driving? I know someone's driving. But
Yeah, there will be,
Yeah.
one of the park board
Yes,
members
on the
will be on the back of the trailer when they go out. Now, we were talking about having 2 trailers and, to go around.
2 vehicles, 2 trailers.
So it'll be 2 vehicles, 2 trailers.
who's driving the other truck?
Gary's finding all that out.
Okay.
Just nominated.
You just nominated.
As long as they're licensed.
Maybe that information would be determined at a later date.
Yeah, we will get that. We'll have that by,
So as long as all those boxes get checked,
Okay.
the hayride is fine.
Okay.
Can you use tractors?
You can,
Oh,
but
okay.
I
You
mean,
said licensed vehicle, that's why I was asking.
Yes.
Okay,
Curious.
so,
And what?
Tractors. That's what I'd asked you about. You're like,
so now that
"Use my truck."
we can go forward with that, then we'll meet again. The three of us will meet again and Gary and talk about the flyer and we can get that out hopefully ASAP to organizations and those that we're asking to, light up the park is what it's going to be called. And it's a $25 fee?
Yeah.
I believe $25 fee to set your display up in the park.
I got another one interested, I believe.
Okay, and that way part of the hayride will go through the park and around, and then we will encourage people to display, we'll set out the route and we'll encourage people to put up Christmas displays on the route,
And that's the Friends organization.
Yeah, yes, that in conjunction with the park board, because any monies that is raised from this will go directly into the park board fund to buy equipment or,
Okay.
to help, the cost of the 5-year plan.
Got a question.
Yeah.
On a membership, does it have to be a citizen of the city?
Membership what?
I'm just,
Yeah, I was looking at that too.
That's, you guys are
This
selling.
says
Because
citizens
it wouldn't
of the
be
city,
any tax money or
St. Genevieve.
nothing involved.
well,
Cause I got a couple people in the county, that don't live in the city anymore that might be interested in
I
being
think this would be a good opportunity for people that aren't in a city that want to still be involved.
involved, yeah,
Okay.
where I'm going.
well, I mean, if we can change, we really haven't, we've kind of voted on these, but we haven't, so
We
things,
still need to fine tune some things.
yeah, there's things we need to fine tune. So, but like I said, we got this part taken care of. And now we're going forward with fundraising and that for the city parks department.
I would just change this here to say city and county of St. Genevieve.
Okay.
Or just anyone interested in city park.
Because there are a lot of people that use the city parks that are from the county. I mean,
We could go way out there and have X people that used to live here but still would like to donate, still help that don't live in it. Used to live here or whatever.
well, and I mean, I don't anticipate having a big, huge amount of members, but it would be nice if we had a lot of members that can, work with us to develop the fundraising.
I hope we have millions.
Okay. Well, you're president. So. Okay, that's,
And this is supposed to be 5 people,
Either
like
one.
the board is gonna be
Yes.
5.
yes.
Can I suggest 2 county, 3
Well,
city, if that comes down to it? Just,
at least 2 have to be from this board.
okay.
So we can do that. But, now we really need to get down on this fundraising and you'll see some stuff about light up the park and a few other things and then, going forward. So
Is your intention, you may have this already, do you have a checking account or do we open up? an account?
this is why we had to get this and
We're working on it.
we need a few
It
funds
would be
in
nice, yeah,
order
it would be
to.
nice. if money
In
was
order
deposited.
to open a checking account, we need at least,
If you want to come to like our next get together, that'd be great.
Once cross country's over, I'll be more available. We're winding down.
okay,
That way
so, yes,
we can all know what's going on.
This is really moving forward in a very good way, Barb, and I appreciate your incorporating the suggestion that was made at our last meeting about clarifying who has the authority to expend the
Yes.
funds. I was wondering though, do we want, it says by a majority vote at a regular monthly meeting, which is the way it would normally be done. However, should we make it also possible that it could be appropriated by this board at a special meeting? Because we sometimes have special meetings.
yeah, that's,
Or just say a meeting of.
Or just say a meeting of.
Okay.
Yeah,
An authorized meeting or whatever the right word
Okay.
is.
Okay, that sounds
Okay,
good.
that's fine, the more people, I
That
mean,
covers
it covers a lot more.
something like later on, we would say, oh, shoot, we have to wait. Now we wouldn't have to with that.
Okay,
Thank you, Mr. Carroll.
Is that it on that?
that's it for right now.
Trail committee.
Country.
The trail, proposed trail extension is currently with Cochrane. And they'll get back to me on if we can apply for a RTP grant, and we'll do that. And if we can, we'll go out to bid. Hopefully we win that.
Do we,
Playground committee. We did pass the final inspection from Kendra, from All Inclusive. Everything was good there. I'll just pay 'em.
I'll just spam.
Bathroom committee.
Does that mean again?
Nothing, do we?
No issues.
What about the door getting fixed, the paint on it?
The new one?
Rub, yeah.
I'll ask Jeff about that.
hey, when Jeff was here, did anyone mention downtown bathrooms, just a little bit more upkeep, like blowing off the-
I got that kind of in some notes here. I should have brought it up then.
Okay. Because when we went down there for our event, it just looked like regular maintenance on it. There wouldn't have been issues that we came up, what am I trying to say here? It was just kind of dirty. And I would think
Yeah,
just
it needs-
regular maintenance
Needs
would
a
have
good,
kept
hard, deep clean.
a lot of
Like a
it.
power wash? Is that what?
Well, there's a lot of places where they sprayed chemical and stuff to wipe walls, and it's pink, and it just ran down the walls, and it's still there, and.
Okay.
Or just a simple blower, go down through there with the blower to blow off debris by the doors and around
Yeah.
the windows, the ceilings underneath the porch, the light fixtures around the porch.
Okay.
Just
Just a little deep clean.
a lot of people use that bathroom while just setting up. It was amazing how
Oh,
many people
Okay.
use that bathroom, and it's kind of says a lot about our city.
Okay.
okay, then let's go to new business. Do that here.
Yeah, you can. I didn't know if you want to talk about the benches and the topics thing too. Okay.
Yep,
No, we probably should.
yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You might speak a little more.
What'd you say?
One of these people.
Josh Wright, you want to speak about the statue? One of you, all of you?
Can I have Aaron speak first and I'll follow him?
Yep, whatever order you would like.
All right.
Thanks. Hi, everyone. I'm Aaron. I'm the tourism director, and I just kind of wanted to speak to how good I think this sculpture will do for tourism in town. I think Kirkwood is just kind of a natural sort of union between Kirkwood and us here in St. Gen. I just think, that's where I try to hit with a lot of my advertisements. I start in Kirkwood or Webster Groves because I think those are kind of like just the towns that make sense, the people that live there and things like that. We have a lot of synergy. And so I think putting a sculpture by a famous artist from Kirkwood would kind of help to cement that sort of status. I also like that Brother Mel was the artist who did the sculpture was of the Marianist order. We also have an artist that was from St. Genevieve, Sister Cassiana Marie. The Promenade des Arts is showing her work right now, but she was a sister of St. Joseph. So we kind of have this, two Catholic priests that were artists sort of situation. It's not a perfect, I guess, sort of union there, but we can kind of say, hey, we have the same thing. This is a very Catholic town, so having Brother Mel's work here would be great for that. And then the other part, which I think Josh will speak to a lot too, is the fact that that's where the Gravel Classic bike race starts every year is on, this is a tricycle, but it's a bike basically. And so having that race start on Main Street, and I think Josh has more of this information as well, but I think there were several races that have either started or ended on Main Street that were, larger, more statewide or region-wide races. So I think it just kind of makes sense. And and I would like to see it there. So, thank you so much.
Hi, guys. I'm Josh Wright. This is my wife, Mandy. We are part-time residents of St. Genevieve. We live full-time in St. Louis, but we're here about half the time. I have a business here in town, the Bedford Group. It's a financial advisory firm. We have an office on Main Street in the old Audi Cleaners building, and then we live in the upstairs. So there used to be 3 apartments there that we now occupy. So that's where we are Thursday to Sunday. I'm excited to.
If you want to check it out, come to the Holiday House tour.
Yeah, we'll be on the Holiday House tour. So yeah, we'd love to show you our home if you're around. I have some pictures of the sculpture. I think you guys have seen it already, but I've got 5 pictures here. So one is a picture of the sculpture. There's a couple pictures with people on the sculpture. So you get an idea of the size and the scale of it. You'll notice that it's currently housed in the storage area at the Antique Mall. And so there's 2 pictures that are located there. And the final picture is the spot at Main Street Park where we're thinking it'd be a good spot to install the sculpture. So you can just slide through the photos, like that. So as Aaron said, there's a long cycling history in St. Genevieve. So the oldest continuously operated cycling organization in America is the St. Louis Track Club. It's been around for over 150 years. And for a large portion of its early days, there was a regular ride from St. Louis to St. Genevieve. And St. Genevieve was kind of like a common stop on that route that included an afternoon of just hanging out here. You've probably noticed that there are a lot of cyclists who still do a little bit of riding and hanging out, particularly in the downtown area. It's a really common thing to see someone park their car in the Audubon's parking lot, go for a bike ride, and then just kind of, hang out right around there. We also have a number of cycling events, the most prominent of which is the Gravel Classic every April. Its most well-attended version had a little over 600 cyclists, but it's a big event. There's also, the hospital also has a ride every September. So cycling is still kind of part of the rhythm of the year here in St. Genevieve. St. Gen was also the site of the Missouri State Road Race Championship 4 different times. The road race finished right at the same spot where we're proposing putting the sculpture. And then you might remember too that the Tour of Missouri, which was a professional cycling race that happened in 2007 to I think 2010, had a stage that finished here or did start here in St. Gen. I think it started in St. Gen and finished in Cape. Yeah. So so long way. So it's a well-known cycling community. I'm an avid cyclist, have been the majority of my life. I'm involved with TrailNet, and I help with fundraising and the production of the Gravel Trail Classic in April. And I'm also a fan of the city. We have a business right there across Main Street Park. We've been involved in Little Bohemia, and so we feel like this sculpture would be kind of a good, since Little Bohemia is kind of emerging as a kind of a little bit of a renewed arts, district in town. We feel like this could be a helpful addition to kind of that culture, that feel. You'll see that the sculpture kind of like cries out to be sat on, and we acquired the sculpture from Selkirk's, from the auction house. Whenever I was talking to Selkirk's about it and just asking them some questions, I said, is this something that folks could climb around on and play on? I mean, is it sturdy? And she said, actually, so the woman that I talked to, she'd worked at Selkirk's for 25 years. She said, I have never seen a work of art that we have had here that has been climbed on more than this one. And she said every employee here brought their kids down for a photo shoot on the tricycle. So I suspect that it will become a well-known and popular spot for pictures. That area right there is already a very common spot for senior pictures, for engagement photos. We see people, especially in the fall, we see people taking pictures right around that area in front of our building a lot of the times, but just constantly. And so I fully suspect that that'd be something that will happen with this sculpture. As Aaron said, there's a lot of connection to the Kirkwood Webster area. This sculpture was, so if you don't know the story about Brother Mel Meyer, so he was a very famous artist in residence at Vianney High School. And so he created his art there for many, many years. This sculpture was in an outside display at Vianney for a long time. So there are a number of people who are going to have childhood memories that will involve being on the grounds around this sculpture. It's a well-known thing that Brother Mel's art attracts people whenever it is installed in other places, particularly Vianney alums. So it is the sort of thing that if we gave people from the Kirkwood area notice that we have the sculpture here, we could expect that people will come down to pay it a visit. So yeah, and I also, not to kind of belabor the whole cycling point, but my wife and I also have the Cycle St. Gen website, and we also have a group on Strava, which is a social media app for runners and cyclists that Samir's son is actually plastered all over because he's got a lot of the best efforts on a lot of the routes around here. But there's a Cycle St. Gen group in Strava. And we've been developing making an attempt to develop a little bit of a cycling and a running community through those two resources. We recently had an event that we ran concurrently with the Tour de France, and we had 300 participants who did a virtual Tour de France in St. Genevieve. Most of them were from St. Louis. So that's another thing that I think could be a way that we could create some kind of like beneficial foot traffic and tourism attention by having this sculpture installed. So what we'd like to propose is that the sculpture be installed on I guess that would be the kind of the south half of Main Street Park. There's an area that's more than sufficient to be able to house the sculpture. We need to pour a concrete pad that would probably be in the 4 to 5 foot by 8 to 10 foot kind of range.
Could you just come here real quick and just point out?
Yes.
What you were talking?
Yeah, so I'll do this so it's a little bit bigger, but it would be in this. So, you know, the sidewalk kind of goes like this. So it'd be in this grassy area right here.
The only problem with that is the area we use for all of our events down there.
Okay.
Our Punk and Glow, that's the loading point for the hayride.
What was the size
Fire
of the
pit.
concrete pad?
It'll have to be,
Yeah,
It needs to be in an open area.
the footprint of the sculpture is about 3.5 feet wide, and then the wheelbase of the tricycle is about 7 feet. So the pad will need to be 4 or 5 feet by like 8 to 10 feet.
What about right there, you know where the bicycle rack is? Right there? What about just next to that? Just, let's see, is it?
you have more
Hang on,
like
you see
the
something
east
here?
side of the sidewalk.
It would be like right here.
I think our biggest issue is the amount of space it's gonna
Well,
take up
that's-
into our
that's
green
all.
space for
Here's the
our
bike rack.
activities.
Mm-hmm.
Where it could be incorporated, but the
See, we
big
use
concrete
all of
pad,
that area for the Punk and Glow.
Would take up
Just
a
saying, what
lot
about
of
if you put like right
room.
here on this corner is what I'm getting at.
is there any way it could go in front of your business?
The circle.
Let's see.
I mean,
Up by-
probably not, just because that's, you know, just it's a sidewalk right there, you know?
Yeah, because everybody else puts everything else on the
Yeah.
sidewalks down there.
And we could just do that, you know?
Is there a tree?
We thought it might be
Yeah, you got
something that there'd be some interest in having it in a park.
All that spot there.
We just had our activity
Well,
Friday
Aaron, you
night,
saw what kind of art the crowd,
so we needed like
everything we had
a lot
down
more
there
space.
Friday
We would
night.
almost have to move.
Yeah,
it.
you had a big crowd.
You're thinking back here.
I'm talking about right back here on this corner. You know where do you know where the bike rack's at, Josh?
Mhm.
Just, cause they're talking about like, they always use that area right there. So I was thinking like right there by that bike rack. I mean, it's kind of, I mean, it's not close up to the front, but you still
John
see
has a
it.
question. Very-
Are you accepting comments or questions?
Sure, yeah.
I personally think there's a lot of very appealing aspects to this project, and I would hope we could find out some way to move forward in some fashion or in some location. But as a former park administrator, we need to know, are we inviting people to climb on this structure? Or not?
So, I mean, are you asking me that question?
Yes.
Yes.
Whoever.
Yeah. Well, my thought would be that, as I mentioned, I mean, it asks to be climbed on. And,
Right.
and so, as long as there isn't some, issue, like a, insurance, safety sort of an issue, I'd love for people to climb on it.
Well, I think that's an appealing thing.
It's a great photo op place.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But is it built for that kind of?
It is indeed,
Yeah.
which, as to my previous point, that was part of why I was asking about that whenever I thought about acquiring it.
What's the weight of it?
About 1,000 pounds.
So it wouldn't be that easy to knock over if it was not in the.
No.
What?
Well, what's the difference? Okay, and I mean, I'm all about art, I'm all about it, but we have to look at every aspect.
Absolutely.
If we were to put a piece of playground equipment in like that, we're gonna have to have flooring.
Yeah, that's
That
my
meets all
next
kinds of
question. What,
standards.
Yeah.
you know what the height of the seat is, or is anything over 2 foot of a drop have to have a fall zone and a cushioned surface under it?
So I've gotten estimates on, so what I was going to propose was that, we would cover the cost of the foundation, and I just was looking for
It can't
permission.
just be concrete.
Right, absolutely. And so that then part of what I would just need from you guys is guidance as to what that foundation, like what the surface needed to
That thing
be.
may wind, if it's, everything's got a calculation as far as height goes.
Yep.
You may wind up with something that's gotta be 16 by 20 feet with a fall zone.
Okay. Well, and,
I used to run a public works in the parks.
yeah, gotcha.
And
Yeah.
unfortunately, it's not just a piece of art, as lame, a simple man would say, oh, that's great, let's put a sculpture up. But if it is going to encourage climbing and all that stuff, then
Yep.
we get into a different,
Yeah,
It's
absolutely.
A piece of playground.
equipment.
I mean, that's what we're,
Yeah, that's
which is
how we see
great,
it.
but we need to think of it that way and plan around those safety aspects.
Yeah.
Cause that'll fall in on our insurance.
Do you know how high the seat is, Josh?
I mean,
Definitely over 2.5 feet.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah. It
yeah.
has to be like, well, it's by that.
I think it's about 4 feet to the top of the handlebars. So if you kind of eyeball it on there, I mean, it's probably,
5 feet.
2 of those pictures involve Mandy and I sitting on it to kind of give you a frame of reference. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but my feet couldn't touch the ground if I was sitting on it. So, but yeah, I mean, I would say that in that location was the one that to me made the most sense in terms of kind of like connection to the cycling culture and visibility for some of the cycling events, plus kind of the connection to the kind of the arts community in the Little Bohemia area. But I'd be very open to a different location. So if you guys wanted to give me feedback as to what the requirements were for the foundation, and then I can double check and make sure that what we have in mind for what we could donate fits what it would cost to produce that foundation.
We had discussed the Gage Park, perhaps. Remember that? That came
Yeah, we
up.
said something.
So that's just a little bit farther down on Main
It's-
Street.
Right across from the mill,
Oh, okay.
right on the North Cabaret, but I
Yeah.
don't know if you want to put that down there, that's more
I
of a
don't know, that
natural,
was just
that's more of a
brought up.
natural area.
Uh,
It's more of a natural.
Is that where the river has been this high sign is? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
That would still be close.
Yeah. I mean, I think that could work.
So what would you put underneath it if you couldn't put concrete?
I can do some more research on that.
Well, it's also, so I'll tell you that, I mean, Vianney, I'm sure also had concerns about, I mean, because it was climbable at Vianney and it was just on grass at Vianney, just as an FYI.
Would it take away from it looking like art though, if it had like
The concrete in the
mulch or say, it would look like playground equipment?
That's what, I mean,
That's what you don't art. I think it would be.
it's kind of being
neat.
sold as sculpture and art. But we're looking at it the other way,
Yeah.
and
So
unfortunately.
you said
it isn't
Vianney
Vianney's
just
right-
had grass under it?
Mm-hmm.
So
In there's right by the sign by Lindbergh.
What's that?
Where,
That is some of Brother Mills Park, but that's not where the tribe was located.
Yeah, it was back kind of by the, so he had
High school.
a residence and a studio there, and it was kind of near to that, kind of like back by the track and the football field, if you've ever been on the grounds there before.
yeah, and I'm sure there's a difference between putting it up at a school than in a park.
Yeah.
That's where we're
Mm-hmm.
running into some brick
Yeah.
walls here, because it's a park.
Right.
There's guidelines and stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure it's probably more restrictive at a school.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna tell the board, I have been to over 20 states with my son competing, and almost every big race has something similar. I got a bunch of pictures that I can show you. A lot of them have bicycles, a lot of them have, it's an attraction. Whether we have parents here waiting for their husbands to race, this is gonna be a big hit. So we really need, and I understand all the logic behind safety and everything else, but this is a win-win for our town.
I
It will
agree.
draw a lot of people.
Completely, it's just the right placement of
Yeah.
it.
Yes.
That's our concern, I think.
I will let you know too that if it's not able to go at Main Street Park, we will probably talk about putting it in the lower lot at Audubon's that Brock Gibson owns, because of the proximity to the area there. Yeah. So, but I think personally my preference would be for it to be in a park, but also if it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
So Josh, I mean, so you'd said something about the concrete pad. Would we be able to just sit it right on the grass?
I mean, that'd be okay with me. I mean, yeah. I mean, part of this is just me trying to anticipate what I thought would be attractive to you guys, what you would prefer. But yeah, I mean, if the research that you do were to tell you that, you mitigate the insurance or the liability risk by having a natural surface, then yeah, I mean, and it's got enough clearance from the sidewalk or whatever else, then yeah, that would work for me if it
And
works
the
for you.
chances of somebody
Fall zone
pushing it over is
requirements
the,
on, minimum of 6 feet in all directions around stationary equipment such as climbers and balance beams. Surfacing must be shock absorbent and deep enough to cushion falls with a minimum of 12 inches of loose fill material like wood chips or sand according to some guidelines.
so we couldn't just put it on the grass.
In your time,
Mhm.
the specific dimension.
Yep.
I can go down there and measure it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just need to look into more of those.
The particulars. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
We have to cover ourselves as
Will there
far
be
No,
a
absolutely.
plaque stating what it is?
Yes.
'Cause I'd hate for it to just look like a piece of playground equipment when it.
Part of what I would envision is that, yeah, there'd be a plaque that would talk a little bit about Brother Mel. It would talk about the provenance of the piece, but then there would also be a little bit of talk about the history of cycling in St. Genevieve too. That'd be part of it.
Cool.
Yeah, and then part of our intention once it's placed is to also, so we've got some routes in the Cycle St. Gen website and then in the Strava group, and we'd like to build some routes around the location of the sculpture too. So it'd be the start-stop point for some routes, and I'll have the KOM until Samir's son takes it from me. The KOM is whoever is the fastest on the route. Yeah, the king of the mountain.
And there's a lot of them. And it's a big bragging right to be able to say you are king of the mountain.
Yep, it is indeed.
And you gotta be a freak to be able to do some of these things because like the big hill on M Road,
Oh, man.
that's one of them.
Going down?
And we'll, these guys go up.
Yeah.
So,
That was how we did our virtual event that we ran with concurrently with the Tour de France. But so we had 3, they call them segments, but we had 3 segments in St. Genevieve County, and you had to perform on those segments to earn points. And then we also had a couple of other ways that you could participate in it too. So, but it was pretty neat. I mean, there's an appetite for this kind of thing,
There's no doubt that that's there, which is back to breast, just placement
Yep.
of it.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't want you to
absolutely.
think that we're like, no, we don't want this, move on, that's not it at all.
Yeah.
And I've always wanted and encouraged art and sculpture in our town to just as, I grew up in Webster, so I'm familiar with what you're talking about and
Yeah.
that stuff. But it's just basically back down to placement. If there's enough room in that park, you want to be able to see it too. I mean, there's so much stuff in that park.
Yeah.
For a beautiful sculpture like this, it's kind of like, oh, what is that?
Mhm.
So I think if we really look into that more too,
Yeah.
to make sure it's a good place for it.
So I'll tell you what my intentions will be after this meeting. So I'm going to start pursuing placing it on private property, but that'll take its own time too. So I'd say I'd very much be interested in placing it in a park, but I also don't have the ability to store it for forever either. So I'll be working concurrently on trying to find a a home on private property. But if you guys would want to just let me know what you need to be able to make a decision, and hopefully we'll be able to find something that works, you know,
What, would be your perfect time frame?
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. As I mentioned, it weighs 1,000 pounds. Yeah. And it's big. So yeah. And it'd be better for it to not be in a garage. Obviously, that's why we bought it. So it would be outside. So, yep. Well, thank you guys very much for your time and your willingness to do this. Josh Wright. Yeah. WRIGHT.
Josh, I think it's fair to say that the universal opinion of this board is that we do that.
Yeah, definitely. I'm
We
here.
just need to make sure we do our due diligence in terms of public safety and
For sure. Yeah. How could you not? Yeah. All right. Well, if you have any other questions, Dave knows how to get a hold of me. So thank you guys. Yep.
Thank you, Josh.
Any other new business?
Are we taking up this, the toddler replace,
Thank you, guys.
we
Thank you.
getting a new,
The frame
frame for the
toddler swing.
toddler swing?
Where?
I mean, I don't think we gotta vote on that or nothing. That would just come out of,
I would just want to know if that's something you want to pursue, if
Yes.
Well, I think so. If they had to take it off, we need to have one in the park.
Yes.
I agree. I mean, we really should.
but there's one there in a different,
Right. But I mean, in that area, I'd like to have another.
okay.
Okay, well, I'm gonna make a motion so it's of record that we,
I missed
I
some.
mean, I can get a hold of Kendra and see what a frame.
we
costs.
order a
Other
new
ones that are come-
frame for the toddler swing.
I'll second.
I'm all inclusive. They're just doing our playground up there.
Okay.
You gotta vote on it. I moved and he seconded, so you gotta vote. We gotta vote.
She made a motion, I
Okay, I
second.
don't know.
All in favor?
Requires a vote, but okay.
So it's officially of record, so we,
Which one are we talking about?
Just say-
About
The frame.
pursuing
for
the frame for that impression swing.
Where? That's what I missed. I don't know.
You should have been paying attention.
I couldn't hear you guys were across the.
Over in the corner by the new playground, it's called an impression swing, where the parent sets one way
Yeah.
and the child.
Okay, I just didn't know where you.
That was over, there was another one in the swing set,
Mm-hmm,
and on the insurance, I can't be there no more.
okay.
So they had to take it down, and they put up a regular swing, that spot. And they're talking about buying another frame, because that has to be by itself, and then putting it somewhere.
so I motioned to do that.
I second.
Mark seconded it. Now we have to vote on it.
So when they replaced, were they
They put a regular swing on in there.
like a regular
Regular
swing? Do we
regular
have any,
swing.
like other old school baby swings?
You can't put that next to the normal.
Not that one, just any baby swing?
No,
They have to have their own?
yeah.
Good Lord, I am so glad we are all here, that we survived swinging when we were little.
Especially those metal
all the ones that
slides.
didn't survive, aren't.
Or here.
Anyway,
So vote on it.
You made a party.
so
I got a motion and a second.
You want a roll call or a voice vote?
Let's do the voice vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Just the people that aren't here. Motion carries.
They were the ones that got thrown off the merry-go-round thingy that you ran
Went
around.
round the, did the swinging too high.
merry-go-rounds.
Yeah, those things that you hopped on and you laid and, yeah.
Where are they gonna put it, maybe?
Probably right there,
Where,
close to the regular swing set.
yeah, only
where I
if
would-
it's
Are
on.
are they just gonna go out there willy-nilly, or do we need
No.
to tell them somewhere?
They're gonna put it right in front of the other one.
Be safe.
It might be a thought of putting it in Pinkley Park
Yeah.
for a mother-baby kind of thing. Because there's already one in Valley Spring, and there's one in the park, and
Yeah, but there's more than one parent with a kid that wants to swing at the same time.
Exactly.
You know,
Wait in line.
now we gotta teach that too. We gotta be safe and teach manners. This is where we're coming to.
Okay.
Or why don't we buy another one for Pinkley Park? We got money, right? Just a thought.
if I remember it all together, it was about $2,500.
That's nothing.
You donating it?
I would.
That didn't go
We
away.
need to have a bake sale then.
Yeah, let's have a bake sale, a bake sale. Well, $200 brownies,
What's in
real
this brownie?
ones.
Okay.
Moving
Okay.
right along.
Was there anything else on that?
Park benches.
Oh, the park benches.
Yeah,
Gary, I was gonna ask, the park benches that we got in, that they got in, are those ones that we ordered to have,
No. This was two that we ordered at the last meeting to use up the money that we was losing at the end of the month.
okay,
So there's two benches.
gotcha.
I thought we had an idea where we were gonna put them.
Well, we have them, we can always decide where we're gonna put them later. Oh, I don't know what I was gonna ask.
yeah, it's too
Where's
late
the
this season.
new section of trail gonna run from?
It would go from the end of the current new section
Up.
downhill and connect to the parking lot of the, or no, to the actual sidewalk along North Main, Little Rock.
Okay,
It'd be pretty good stretch.
yeah, okay.
And
It doesn't.
maybe you
have to
weren't here
go-
last time.
I wouldn't have.
It's probably also going to have to, instead of just going downhill because of the elevation change, it's probably gonna have to go in.
Swing around.
Yeah,
Doesn't that add?
It'd be
more
nice.
costs?
It does. 'Cause-
yeah, but it's
Because
ADA.
it's longer.
Yeah.
Right, I just.
To get grants, you gotta have it.
Yeah.
And then it's gonna have a finger that goes over to the bathroom.
We talked about that last time, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Just a quick backtrack on the bylaws that Barbara gave us. It says meeting will be quarterly on all that stuff, but it says to be voted by the December meeting. We never have meetings in December.
I know.
We haven't.
Um,
Do you want to make that
wait a
change?
minute. Where are you seeing that?
I'm on the back page, Article 7. The bylaw shall be reviewed by the board before the December meeting. Any additions or changes to the bylaws be presented to board members prior to the meeting in December. I'm just saying, we normally do not meet unless we decide to.
Maybe we can have a special meeting.
We could.
Yeah, we have,
Because it says.
well, this is for this organization. Yeah,
Over food.
I just got my attention that we normally don't meet in December and it says December.
well, this would be for this organization. So this organization may be.
This isn't this organization.
Yeah, it's not the parks organization,
Not this
the
organization.
friends,
The friends.
the friends.
We're not friends.
Something we talked about the other night after the pumpkin glow, and a few of these things run together is,
Storage?
if we could get some shelves put up in the utility part of that.
Should, because
back there,
there's just
that we
wasted
can
space in
That
there.
we can store like all this Halloween stuff at.
Oh, yeah.
And
Shelves.
two,
Down,
Main Street Park. And two, for us to have a key to that.
I have a key to that.
We had to load everything up the other night in our vehicles to take it somewhere because we had no way to get into that.
Should have called me. I got a key.
Should have been there.
Really?
Couldn't be there. So.
And, I mean, the same way with the park house. We should have access to that
I
too.
don't know if I had a key to that or not.
I don't know. I mean, there's keys that can be checked out. Is that what you're asking for?
Or something, or I don't, why we don't have access to it. We're the park board and it's the park house.
Well, back to the Main Street bathrooms, that space, can we have that utility?
I'm gonna double check. I don't see
Okay.
why not,
That'd be
but I'm
great.
not terribly familiar with that space.
Gary, are you talking about like a couple of the freestanding, like plastic stack shelving?
even-
No, it's probably gonna have to be wall mounted up
Wall mounted.
above all the plumbing.
Cause I was trying to think if you go straight in.
Yeah, that's where the furnace and the water heater.
Oh, that's right.
And then
first.
all the plumbing is in there that,
Yeah,
that goes through the wall of each
Right,
school
right,
and
right.
urinal and
One
thing.
year we used it, we had.
So we're almost, shelving would almost have to be wall mounted and be that high.
Okay.
when you get a chance, I'll go down and take a look in there.
Did they talk?
I was thinking if you walk straight in and that back wall, I didn't think there was anything on that wall.
I don't think there is, that's only like 5 feet wide.
Right, and that's what I'm talking about, like one of them plastic freestanding.
Where the water main comes in on the floor right there. A 2-inch water
Does it come in
main.
there? Okay.
I know it comes in there.
Yeah, cause you were part of that.
I put it there.
I know. All right.
A question about the Christmas. Do we look to see how many balloons we have, the blow up?
Bumps. Yeah.
We need to do that.
Didn't they all run away or something?
Take them back somehow.
They're back somewhere. We need to get together and look to see how many we have, and when we need to decorate that park, we don't need them in a row, we need them, you know,
Just
spread
here
out.
and there, yeah.
Yeah,
But I think
and
that,
hopefully this year, one of us can be down there and go. Rather than look like it was a shooting match to
Oh, I was gonna say,
blow up.
if he hadn't taken the lights down, yes, the string lights from the
Oh, leave 'em
bungalow, to leave them up for Christmas, for the hayride. Cause it was dark, kinda dark down there last
Yeah.
year for it. Had somebody approach me, interested in taking over the flower bed around the flagpole.
what are they wanting to do with it? Are they
Take
saying
the
it looks,
pecan trees out of it and clean it up and,
Okay, that's weeding it. Are they gonna just permanently, I think she needs to come to a meeting. I mean, that's simple.
Yeah.
And let us know what her plans are, because as it stands now, it's pretty much native stuff.
it is all, it's almost all
That's
native.
sedum is about the only, and of course, like you said, the pecan, yeah, it needs to be weeded.
That's all on me, cause I just haven't gotten
And
out
me
there.
too, I try to help.
I know, we
It's
try,
just
but-
been crazy. Plus the weather was so weird. I mean, we can make a ton of excuses.
Right.
I just bring it forward what she offers.
Right, well, she needs to come to a meeting.
Who is she?
Yeah,
Melanie Dunsey,
that would be great if she would just come and propose to us what she would like to do with it and all that good stuff. But I wouldn't have a problem.
I mean, yeah, because the one, and I remember one year somebody like, oh, it looks terrible. I'm like, it's that time of year. Everything's going dormant and that's just how it goes. You know, I mean, 'cause I would hate to see somebody go in and take all the natives out and then change it to something different. You know, 'cause I
And
mean,
if that's what she wanted to do, we would like to know that, so we
Right.
say, yeah, your name, remove those natives to somewhere else.
yeah,
you know,
I'll take them.
We dug a
I'll
lot
take them
of
back to my garden.
Well.
You can take them back to your garden.
So, we dug about 100 holes that year.
I know.
God. COVID. Anyway.
Yeah.
Have her come to a meeting.
I'll do that.
And the way besides the pecan trees and all that stuff, it is native. And you're supposed to leave that for all the creatures.
Well,
And maybe
the
we need
tree,
to-
it's the wrong place for the tree to grow.
Yeah, but maybe we need a sign stating these are Missouri native, as you see, so people don't think, golly, look at this junk.
I don't care what they
Because
think.
people need to be educated.
I've said it before, I don't care what they think about it, it is what it is, and we know what it is, but
We know, but we're not,
I know.
it's not that world anymore.
Right.
It's this world.
Okay. Okay.
But you know what I'm saying.
Do you have anything else? I got one more little thing when you're.
Pump and glow went well.
Well, it went really well.
Yeah,
It went fantastic.
We needed like 6 more people down there.
even though good to
helping.
see that you're not in jail.
True.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not gonna say on camera.
We do want to do an additional fire pit next year because it was pretty crowded with kids doing s'mores.
What were your notes?
And to block the street, we
I
didn't have a
haven't got my
barricade.
internet.
Barricades weren't there?
No.
No, you're written.
But my written, yeah, I printed
But
them up, but I do
it
have the
wasn't
written
bad,
notes
but
with
it
me.
would be a little nicer to be able to block it so you didn't have to.
Yeah, also that.
have
talking
to
about Jefferson
crazy. It was supposed to start at 6, well, 20 after 6, we've out of pumpkins.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
well, people started showing up at 5:30 and the events was from like 6 to 8, so that was fun.
It's a good problem to have.
It was a
is.
great
That
problem.
is good.
We need more pumpkins.
I
We
think,
will have more pumpkins.
and we need, yeah,
150,
lot of
all
people-
sizes, especially small ones.
We made notes. I tell you what, I know we want to keep it downtown with the art walk and everything, but if it continues to grow, we're gonna have to,
Take it up to the
the big
big
part.
part.
You know, I think they would have came wherever if we would have put in my
I think
backyard,
so.
they would have came because it's free,
Yeah.
which is awesome, you know? All the group homes came and it was just.
Oh, that's
it was a
We
good
could
event.
use 4 or 5 more tables,
And
just so people would have elbow room in there.
in our notes, we're gonna, next year, like advertise and say, anyone willing to volunteer, please show up. You don't have to come to a meeting, you don't have to commit to anything, just help us that.
Set of hands.
How many do you think showed up roughly?
Well, we went through 75 pumpkins.
And that was just the pumpkins, so multiply that by 3 person, like per pumpkin, so, I mean, it was a lot of people.
That park
All
was
at
full.
once. It was like a dinner rush at the, like I kept saying, working,
We were making hot chocolate so fast, it was lukewarm chocolate.
it was cold chocolate.
And everybody,
It couldn't get hot.
everybody was good with everything. Nobody really complained.
Yeah, it was just a lot of, it was a lot. But like I said, it was a good problem. It would just, we need more tables next year, more people to man the tables to help, to kind of keep it little, because people were walking up saying, all right, what do we do? Because we were just, there was only 2 of us. And how can you tell 50 people, okay, this was the paint area, which became every area?
The free-for-all area.
Yeah, maybe we should have that just like in plastic over here.
Yeah.
Like you're spraying a car, but it was fun. It was very exhausting.
Oh, yeah.
But the people had so much fun.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, and we're
Kids.
entertaining like,
Kids.
maybe some live music next year. You know, a couple local strummers or whatever.
Did you take any pictures?
Hmm?
Did you take any pictures?
Yeah.
I didn't have time to, but Aaron
I
was
did
there.
early.
And he
There
took
in
a
much.
bunch.
You
And
did?
a few videos,
Okay, 'cause
yeah.
I'll put something out on,
Because there
our
was
page.
something on
I did,
Facebook.
yeah,
She made a video for
Was
Facebook.
that you that did that? Okay.
yeah, for the face.
Yeah.
And there were people sitting on the hay bales doing family photos with their kids.
See,
And
that's
that's
awesome.
another thing.
Yeah,
like
it was
next
great. It
year,
really was.
When we get the bales, I would wish we had more time to set it up, because I went down there and took a row down and made it like seating for them. We could
Well, see, that's how I had it last year.
Yeah, it was just, yeah, it was just,
It looked good. You guys, whoever did it did a really good job.
it was fun. Very fun. So much fun. And,
So,
we just need bodies.
well, on new business, I guess. What do you got? So, you guys good with Josh putting that down there or getting it put down there? I mean, of course, we gotta find.
I don't think there's room. I really don't. Not, I mean, it's gonna have to, if it's on a city property, it's gonna have to have a fall zone. It's gonna have to be.
I mean, that's what I was thinking, back by that, I'll
So-
go down and measure, but I think down by that, where the,
So if that thing's 4 foot
the
wide,
bike rack, that corner right there, I mean,
but if that sculpture's 4 feet wide, you're gonna have to be 16 foot that way, and if it's 10 foot long, you're gonna be 22 feet long.
it's not that big.
But
Do you mean
it's
like the
gotta be 6
sidewalk,
foot all
on the
way
other
around.
side of the sidewalk? You got the sidewalk, the bike rack, and then you're putting it between
No,
the picnic
like-
table and the
Yeah.
sidewalk?
No, it's on the other side towards the west. On the west side
That's
of the
right
sidewalk.
where we had our fire pit, so wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay,
And there's-
because that has to be in an open area.
Right.
He
I mean,
said,
that's the only
he
open
said
area
just the
that park
concrete
can
pad
use for
alone
anything.
was
Well,
4
he
by
said
10 feet.
that was just his
Yeah.
idea to do concrete pad. It doesn't have to be concrete pad. He can sit it on the, right on the ground, he said.
Right,
So,
but he said that, I'm sorry, the sculpture
Eight.
itself is 7 foot long.
Okay, so then you're gonna be at 19 foot long to be your fall zone.
And again, I
I
mean,
thought you,
that was, I know he said sculptures are put up everywhere without that stuff, but are we wrong on thinking it?
If we're gonna let people
Voting
climb on
time.
it, no, we're not wrong.
Yeah, okay.
It
thank you.
almost sounds like encouraging people,
right.
I think he.
which is fine.
Exactly, but I don't think he realized,
I mean, let me find out what the fall zone would be. You know, he's gonna get me the dimensions hopefully, and we'll go from there. I mean, if you wanna put it down there.
And you know, the thing about it is,
I
anywhere
think-
it goes, private property or not, it's gonna have to have a fall zone under it.
Well, private property.
Not on private property, you won't.
Why
Yeah.
won't you if your public's gonna climb on it?
I'm thinking, he's thinking
If
some
you
private.
put it in my front yard, if somebody comes and climbs on it, that falls under their liability insurance.
That's what I'm saying, if their insurance gets hold of it, they probably won't have insurance.
I would imagine a private property might be just a personal owner that wants it in
Right.
their yard as a
Right.
piece of art, which is cool. I mean, like I said, I've always wanted art in the park. I've been an advocate for that, but this is a big one. I'm thinking more
To me,
like,
it doesn't look like it's that big. I mean, I know,
did you see those people on it?
yeah,
It looked high, but not,
It was.
not all spread out,
Yeah.
right, that's what, yeah,
He said 3 to 4 foot by
right.
The wheelbase.
7 foot. Right.
And
the
those
wheelbase.
people were up there, their legs were dangling when they were
Yeah.
on it. It was pretty, that seat was pretty high, which is cool. I mean, it's a really neat sculpture. I'm worried about the amount of space in
I
it.
wonder, over like on the other side, did you guys use that other side over there?
Yeah. Under by the grasses.
Mm-hmm.
The only other place I could see that it would be feasible would be like, here's Little Bohemia mural,
Mm-hmm.
right there, kind of at
You
an
know what?
angle.
We could actually take some of that grass out right there between the buildings. That would
Grass?
make, huh?
That pampas type grass?
Yeah. And
That might actually work, because it would be right up there at the street.
And it would make it
And
look
there's
like
no-
it's parked in the corner, you know?
Right,
At an angle, not straight on or anything, but
right.
Yeah,
you're still gonna have all that fall zone stuff.
Well, yeah, but
That would be the only
that would
other
be a
place
nice
I could
little open
see.
spot for it.
yeah, that would be.
That would be really good.
I bet the coffee shop people would love that.
They would.
Mm-hmm.
And because that property, I'm trying to remember. I think our property actually goes all the way to the sidewalk, if I'm correct, doesn't it?
The property follows that wall down by the pampas grass from Valley Street up. And then it gets where the wall ends, I think it juts over like 2 feet or 3 feet towards the coffee shop.
That's what I'm talking, yeah, that's what I'm
That
talking about.
leaves 4 or 5 feet probably of the coffee shop property there.
And it
They
might,
don't go all the way to the building, I know.
No, I thought it stopped at the sidewalk. When it went in, I thought it followed her sidewalk, but I just went ahead and did the grass back this way to, or a straight line instead of going out and made that weird jog. No, something David needs to look
what
at.
do y'all think about maybe time to get rid of that grass?
No,
Because it does impede a lot of space.
it does a little bit, I agree, but you don't want that.
You want the
Just-
barrier.
It's a,
Replacing it with some other cool,
it's a nice backdrop.
right, but we can replace it with other maybe pretty evergreen stuff. Just a thought.
I don't know, the one evergreen that we had over there, back there died out,
Yeah, I mean, like,
that blue
you
Atlas
know,
theater.
bushes, tall
Some kind of
shrubs.
hedge type.
Then you got all that maintenance on them now.
You got me.
Ain't much more maintenance on the grass.
Not
Cut it
on,
down
like,
once a year.
You know what I'm talking? Tall.
Well, if you said take some of that out to put
Oh, I'll
a
go to-
base down, that would be, I agree, I like it
I like
up
it
in
in the
that
front.
corner. I do, because,
That'll look really good there.
yeah,
I'll,
because we're not using that for events,
No,
and there's
right.
nothing there but the grass.
I think so. I don't think I planted bushes up in the, right there. If I did, I could take some of the bushes out of there
And the mosquitoes.
and take them, cause I need
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah, I like that.
I'll run down there and take a look at it real quick when we get done. Just to give myself
Can
an
we-
idea.
About how much money did you guys spend on this very successful pumpkin event?
$1 million.
$1 million, okay. No, like, seriously.
I don't know.
Uh,
I went and got $50 worth of more pumpkin.
so about $250.
Yeah.
And I know it's not about the money, but have we ever put a donation box at the end?
No.
And I know it's not about the
We
money.
did
but
it Christmas.
We did the hay.
You might be surprised how much money
Most people would
put in, and
donate.
They have a great time
Yep.
and the kids are entertained. And I don't know if that's against any rules.
I really think that my opinions on the pumpkin glow is there's a lot of kids that come to that and that the only reason they're gonna have a pumpkin is.
Correct,
Right,
and I agree.
right.
And so I just think that $250.
You don't want to,
budget.
you don't want this one to sit there and they throw a 5 in there and the one next to it's like, well, I can't afford it, or,
Yeah,
I get it.
That would be
Don't want them to feel bad.
Kind of nice to have a Venmo account for our park, because we could say, you know, but if
Yeah.
you don't, we're not accepting, but if you'd like to donate to the parks.
Yeah.
feel
And I'm not
free.
saying everybody has to, but if you collect,
No,
you sound like you had let's just say 100 people. If people donate, those that have money and are willing, so there's your 250 for next year that you can set aside
Yeah.
as your seed money for the following year.
Yeah,
And you don't have to make it obligated, just put a little thing that says donation. That's it. If nobody puts a penny in there, you didn't lose
If nobody
anything.
puts anything in, they don't. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
Even if you collect $100, it's $100 more than you started. More hot chocolate.
Yep.
For the Christmas walk.
Okay.
Okay, one more question, if you don't mind. The thing that we're attempting to do in the park in December, like people putting in their blah, blah, blah. Are we gonna have a plan where they can put their stuff? Or are we just gonna tell them, go whatever you
No,
want?
no, we've got a plan.
Okay, okay.
We have a plan.
Hopefully there'll be no vandalism after those things go up.
Well,
It's always a risk when you put something.
I know.
And it
So
states
let's
in the
put stuff in
contract
your own
that we're
yard.
not responsible
Oh, I-
for vandalism.
Stuff anywhere, people vandalize it, yeah.
so, yeah, we have our stuff that, you know, what we're gonna send out, tells them the rules. And it's up to them to, whoever puts their display out, they are to maintain it. And when they can put it out, when they have to have it taken down.
Gary, do you by any chance have ballpark figure how much money we have left as a park board?
a whole lot.
A whole lot.
Yeah, because it started over October 1st.
Okay, that's what I was hoping you would tell me. Okay.
Well, I wouldn't say a whole lot, but we have some.
Made more than we did
Well,
in
we got-
September.
The park board themselves has like 9,000 to spend. It's the
Right,
cell phone tower money.
right.
And then we usually spend landscaping money.
I don't know how much this was for specific things, but landscaping improvements,
all right here.
162.70.
Oh, it's in here?
Hold on.
It had 30,000.
Yeah, 30, sorry, 30. It's a new year, 30,000.
And
So
there
this
was a-
is the end of the year budget?
David, is this the end of 24? Yeah,
No, end of 25.
yeah. Yep, it is.
So we had,
Now, there could still be things that hit this after the end of the month.
And Gary, there was a mention of the two benches. You have any idea where you want them to go?
we had an idea when we said to buy them, but
I missed that.
on the two benches we bought, we had an idea where we wanted to put them and
Under the super's report, he said there's two benches. He wanted ideas
I
where
know,
to put the two benches. I was just curious if, I missed last meeting, so I don't know if that was,
I can't remember.
Just be in the minutes, probably.
I know, well,
Last meeting?
something about,
Last minute.
oh, up by the, no, Pinkley Park. There's no benches by the playground.
that's right.
there
Pinkley
you
Park.
go.
That's what it was.
I keep moving my kids in.
He's specifics besides.
Both benches?
Around the
Pinkley Park?
playground.
I think so.
Hmm?
Both of them? Yeah, I think so.
If there's no benches there.
No, it's just that,
Why not?
those things that are falling apart,
Oh, the little picnic things.
things, yeah. Okay, can I ask a question, because I'm a tree hugger and everything? We get an agenda sent to us, and then why do we have agendas in front of us as well? Printed out on more paper? Is that in case we forgot them, or is that protocol? I don't know, is that how all board meetings go?
That's just how you guys have always done it when I started. I mean, you guys do the snail mail, and then I always have packets present in case people don't bring their mail to the meeting. That way they still have something to go by. Abby was trying to encourage me to just do everything on our website, but I like paper, even though I know it's part of a tree. But if you guys don't want the snail mail anymore and just the stuff, just the electronic packet, I can go that route.
I'd be good with that, and then a paper copy for here.
Yeah,
I would prefer to get mine through the mail.
See, I'm the same way. This way, it allows me to read it
That's right.
ahead of time.
well, he emailed
Thinking the ones that are here.
I know, but when I pull it up on my
I can do half and half if you guys want to do a roll call vote.
I was gonna say, why don't we receive it snail mail? And then just print out a couple of packets in case
If there's a change
in case
in,
somebody
Yeah.
forgets it.
forgets.
If nothing changes,
Does that make it easier and make more
Okay,
sense?
so everybody gets snail mail and there's like
go,
5 packets here when you guys start a meeting.
So I believe our property,
If we leave them here, can you
the
recycle
stone
them?
wall comes up and then it goes over.
I always just take, if it's one-sided, then yeah, this becomes my scrap
it
paper
doesn't
for like
go
the,
to
forever, how long I,
the sidewalk.
But yes, we put it in the recycling.
yeah.
If we take out part of this here, you got this whole section right here.
Yeah. I think we need to.
motion to adjourn?
I,
Just any idea on people, or,
what did we decide? What did
I-
we decide? We're all
no,
getting snail mail?
I don't. I know it's on a
Everybody's
list of
getting snail
projects,
mail.
park related,
A
street
few
related,
packets here.
Perfect.
water sewer related. I don't.
I didn't know if they were discussing that.
Are you?
No, he tried to adjourn, but now try to
I
get us
know,
going
now
on.
that's, it's like aliens, no cross talking.
Oh, I just,
I know what it is.
Are y'all talking about anything we need to be
No.
interested in? Okay,
We were just looking at a picture.
I got a motion.
okay.
Second,
Motion to
That
adjourn?
was a second.
second.
All in favor?
yeah.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Have a wonderful day.